When they're saying, hey, by the way, I'm a sovereign citizen, okay? And as a sovereign citizen, I believe deeply in being able to be a citizen of the earth, a citizen of the world, if you will. And you're like, I'm listening, I'm interested. And then, boom, tax protesters, financial scheme promoters, conspiracy theorists. And then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're wacky. You're a wacky bunch, you wacky bunch. Whew. All right. Hey, our cup runneth over when it comes to Eric lately. We've had not one, not two, but three Eric sagas very closely, one like squished together, and it's been fantastic. Lately, it has been Eric going after the ghouls, so it's been really neat to see, a lot of familiar faces. The Quartering was in there, Actual Justice Warrior was in there, Sargon of Akkad, he got his own special, which was utterly absurd. If you missed it and you haven't seen it yet, or you haven't seen the video on YouTube, Sargon of Akkad basically was trying to justify not wanting there to be black people in the Lord of the Rings TV show on Amazon because it doesn't properly reflect British culture. Yeah, I mispronounced British there, but you understand what I mean. Also suggested that Eric apparently had a Western-centric colonizing of Lord of the Rings. I kid you not. He was trying to say out loud that his American exceptionalism, American-centric mind was colonizing Lord of the Rings by trying to put black actors in the fantasy film, and that the magic of cinema, and this is how he describes it. He's like, oh yes, the magic of cinema pulls us in. It's quite splendid, yes. Oh my. That gets destroyed when he sees a can of Pepsi in The Mandalorian is the same thing as when he sees a minority in anything else. He also brings up, and again, I kid you not, this is like the wise British sage of like the far right. He also brings up the fact that, what was the name of I can't even remember the name of the actor now. Okay, that one will come to me later. I'll bring it up. But anyways, I don't think this one is focused on that. I think he's going back to his classic roots. This one says sovereign citizens. If you're not familiar with sovereign citizens, if you ever want to have a good day sometimes, okay? And I know a lot of lefties are going to get angry at sovereign citizen compilations because it shows sometimes police and police brutality and police power. That's not the part that's funny sometimes. What is funny is the complete arrogance of the sovereign citizens. And I mean this in a variety of ways, okay? I don't believe, and this is like, if you think this is like not leftist, I will tell you that you are absurd. I don't believe that people should practice medicine without a license. I think that there should be a system or a set of, how people operate or have a surgery on another human being that falls within, we can regulate this to a certain degree. I think that we should make it accessible to anyone who wants to become one. I think anyone who wants to become one should be able to become one for free. But that doesn't mean that if tomorrow I decide I should be allowed to be a doctor, I should be able to do that, or there shouldn't be something to stop that. As in, like, I can just there should be accessible, or I say this, accessibility to anyone who wants it. Any single person who wants it should have the accessibility of, becoming a doctor or seeing a doctor for whatever reason. Both of those. But I think that there should be a system, a much better one than we have now, in place in order to make sure that the people involved in this process know what they're doing before they open up a human being, all right? And sovereign citizens, well, it's not that bad. There have been cases of sovereign citizens doing that. They've run the gamut across everything. They're called, in Canada, they go by freemen of the land. And a friend of mine who happens to be an animal rights lawyer was telling me about some horrifying things they do, because sometimes they'll draft their own contracts for people or make up contracts for people. And again, this gets people into really fucked up places later in life because the contracts are null and void. They were made by an unscrupulous actor. And that really will fuck people over for the rest of their lives in some cases. And it can be very dangerous. There's a lot of them that practice dentistry, which is also really fucked up. If you don't know what you're doing, you can really fuck up someone's mouth. Now, if you want to make the argument to me that, like, what if someone has no access to a dentist and that this person is doing it out of, like, the goodness of their heart? Like, that's different than someone running a business. That's different than someone like trying to save the life of your friend who's dying in your arms. It's like, please pull the bullet out. You're like, I can't. I'm not medically licensed. No, that's not the same. Like, that's not the same scenario. That's different than you opening up your own. I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm going to do this thing. Kind of shit. Okay, so. Yeah, basically libertarian brain. Thank you. That explains it so much better and concise than I could have. It's very ANCAP-y and it's super libertarian. Like they are rife in the ANCAP community. So many people who are like, I'm a freeman of the land. I do not consent to any laws or governing bodies. I can do whatever I want when I want. You can't like, and they're like, they're usually getting arrested for very dickish things. Things like, you know, I'm just going to park on someone's yard, and then they're like, get off my property. And then it's like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm a freeman of the land. I do not consent to this. I do not consent. And you're just like, what are you doing? Anyways, it gets much. I don't know what this video is about in terms of if he's going to show that. I'm just saying this is not the start. Wow, that was a freeman of the land stun lock, to say the very least.
Big Daddy Salvi is back with more hot takes and cold nips. Now in today's lesson, we're going to look at one of the most entertaining communities online, sovereign citizens. A sovereign citizen is someone who insists that they're not a citizen of their own country, but instead a citizen of like the world. I actually don't know. Here's what Wikipedia says. The sovereign citizen movement, also Sov-Cit movement or Sov-Cits, is a loose grouping of primarily...
So here's the point. Like, I have a dream, all right? I have a dream of a future world in which we are not limited by things that create class antagonism, things like capitalism, most certainly, and people collectively live and work together as humanity. There can be a variety of different things like ethnicities, cultures, all this kind of stuff, right? But we shatter the concepts of race and gender and all the ways that we oppress people as a society, broadly speaking. Like, yes, all that stuff in the future. This is not that. When they're saying, hey, by the way, I'm a sovereign citizen, okay? And as a sovereign citizen, I believe deeply in being able to be a citizen of the earth, a citizen of the world, if you will. And you're like, I'm listening, I'm interested. And then, boom, tax protesters, financial scheme promoters, conspiracy theorists. And then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're wacky. You're a wacky bunch, you wacky bunch.
American litigants, activists, commentators, tax protesters, financial scheme promoters, and conspiracy theorists who claim to be answerable only to their particular interpretations of the common law and to not be subject to any government statutes or proceedings unless they consent to them. Yeah, you might be thinking, hey, that Wikipedia article sounds like it was making fun of sovereign citizens. And, yeah, probably was. That's because sovereign citizens are excellent at putting themselves in hilarious situations where they lose horribly. Sovereign citizen gets tased. I hate when they spoil the best part in the title play.
I'm not a person. So you deal here with admiralty
this is
maritime
an
jurisdiction.
old internet video.
Which I am not.
This is an old internet timing video.
I'm a man. I'm a man, yes.
A U.S. citizen?
No.
All right, let's try to guess which person in this video is going to tase him.
This is also freedom of the press. I mean, I don't know what the hell...
One of the ways to get these libertarian Sov-Cits to denounce their own positions is talk about undocumented immigrants. Ooh, interesting strategy. Yeah, I wonder if all the principles would apply there. They could say something like, well, they haven't identified yet as a sovereign citizen. And it's like, okay, well, they just did. They did that. So does it count now?
Law book you're reading, man, but it doesn't apply to me.
You leave the camera with your mother outside the courtroom and you come in?
You are not God. You have no jurisdiction over me.
God's not worried about cameras.
They're always so insufferable in the videos. They have this arrogant, it's just like the whole thing, I'm sorry, oozes white privilege. It really does. It oozes white privilege of people who have never had bad or negative interactions with the police and suddenly have this worldview in which they're like, yeah, I can definitely go up to a bunch of cops and tell them I don't recognize their authority and they can't do anything to me and nothing bad will happen.
All right.
Okay, that guy's going to tase him.
Well, why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something wrong? Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Like so many of them feel like they've found these codes, these cheat codes that no one else is smart enough to have learned. Just this little thing where like, oh, well, sorry, I don't know if you know this, but I actually do not identify as a person in the United States, so I cannot be recognized as a citizen. So yeah, sorry. Like, what? Oh, wow. Okay, you figured it out. Good job. Man, there hasn't been a lot of you. But anyways, yeah. Just walk right in. Do whatever you want. Shoot somebody, take a shit. Doesn't matter. You don't, no laws apply to you now.
See, now I'm thinking maybe a minion's gonna creep up behind him and hit him with the taser. Oh, nope.
Step back.
And you're using...
And there's the minions. It never gets old. It only gets old when you start to feel bad for them. But that's not gonna happen.
Stop, please. I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey, you know what? You guys are really overstepping your bounds right now.
Oh, shit. It's a great community of sovereign citizen bullies. We all talk to each other. Hey, brother, great vid. I laughed my butt off. This is like watching someone try out a new ability in a video game. My man unlocked the sovereign citizen power up, and the first thing he does is try to barge into a courtroom with his phone out.
No way. That like-minded joke. Like-minded bit. All right.
Fortunately, Penn and Teller's evil twins were there to tase him, which somehow he didn't see as a possibility in this situation. By the way, nice touch putting those minions in there. I thought that really heightened the experience. I was about to feel sympathy for this guy, but then the minions let me know that I'd be the odd.
To be fair, a lot of police don't actually know the law and violate people's rights on the regular. I will definitely agree with the police violate people's rights on the regular basis. I would say more than not know the law, know about coercion. Like, they really skirt that line sometimes between, like, okay, well, I'm going to search your car. I have probable cause. What's your probable cause? Oh, I smelt marijuana. It's like, you smelt marijuana? There's no marijuana here. I don't actually even have marijuana in the vehicle. What's your probable cause? I'm sorry, I smelt marijuana, so you're gonna have to open the vehicle right now and allow me to go inside the car, right? There's that aspect of course.
One out if I wasn't laughing at this dumb dick
They
sucking
know they
idiot.
can get away with it, basically. The qualified immunity goes... Like, the qualified immunity does a lot of the heavy lifting.
Hey, you guys want to see the worst way to handle getting pulled over ever? Well, here's about 10 of them.
I might have you for speeding, 72 and a 55. So I need to see
These
your
are all
driver's
so
license.
old. This reminds me of, like,
I need to see
internet
your license and proof of
6 years
insurance,
ago.
Sir.
Can you prove that I'm driving?
Sir, I need to see your license and proof of insurance.
Am I driving?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm traveling.
Yeah, they say they're traveling or some shit because it makes them exempt from U.S. law, but no, it doesn't.
Whoa.
Dude ripped the window, a god among insects. First cop is badass as fuck.
Dude, I'm too old for this. How you doing? How's it going? Hold on, let me get up there first and I'll talk to you. United States citizen, sir? Yes?
I'm gonna opt out.
This video just made me laugh over and over again.
I don't like these intimidations.
It's not intimidation, it's the
Yes,
law.
it is. It's not the
I'll
law.
count you 3 and I will break this glass.
Don't break the glass, man.
Buddy, you might not be an American citizen, but that is an American police officer, and they love to break windows. Hey, Mazel Tov! Does anyone have a video of this guy explaining to his boss how the window got broken?
Yeah, we just went through a breathalyzer. We refused to stop through a breathalyzer test.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling. All right, quick guess. What do you think's gonna happen next?
I do not consent. You've got no right. Whoa! This is thuggery. What the hell's going on?
I do not consent. I do not consent. Almost shat myself laughing.
I am asking him for his supervisor. I am asking you for your supervisor. Okay, officer, I am asking you for your supervisor to come out here. Now you have busted my vehicle up, and now you are going to detain me. You are illegally getting into my vehicle.
It's like he narrating. He paused, looked over as he embraced the cold grip of the door, the glass suddenly making contact with skin, blood letting out. He thought to himself, idly, as he stared into the door, should I do this? Should I? Oh, God!
You have taken my phone.
Oh, what a bunch of nincompoops. Damn, even someone's grandma's punching down on these people. Are you tired of nefarious fascist police officers smashing your windows every time you get pulled over? Well, take your next social security check to Big Money Sovereign Citizens Window Replacement Service. No ID? No problem. No registration? You don't have to tell me shit. We're a sovereign company, which means we're not from anywhere, so we don't have to pay taxes or follow laws that keep us from employing child slave labor. So next time a state trooper trooper shatters your window with the butt of his mag light just because you acted comically suspicious, give us a call. Our window replacement orphans will ride their tricycles over to your home and install a brand new window so you can go
Window
back to rolling
replacement
it up in
orphans.
cops' faces and getting it smashed all over again. We have teams standing by all over this big piece of land we live on that nobody belongs to for sovereign citizens who think they can outfox a police officer who's probably been looking for a reason to break someone's window all fucking day. What that really means is we're located
Yeah.
in Northern California, Oregon, Florida, and Penis Valley, Mississippi, where I was born in a burned down schoolhouse. That's Big Money Sovereign Citizens Window Replacement Service.com if state troopers know your face by now. I normally don't root for the police unless they're in one of my many favorite comic book franchises, but if you people keep talking to cops like you have a Girl Scout in the trunk, I'm gonna be a very rich man. Oh, by the way, all the orphans are very sick with something right now, so keep your distance while they install your new window. And please don't feed them. They are sovereign citizens and they can forage their own meals. And I can get away with all this shit because I'm just traveling. Post. And yes, I do own that domain, and yes, it does forward to my merch store. Well, I could show you compilations of sovereign citizens getting their windows smashed for hours. There's simply so many of them. But no, I'd rather get inside the minds of these people so that I can mercilessly shit on them in brand new and exciting ways, and not at all accidentally stumble upon a reason to feel sympathy for them or anything. So here's Facebook. Sovereign citizens are a joke. The sovereign citizens are out of the game. I swear to God, sovereign citizens are fucking R-worded. Oh, it's mostly just Facebook groups making fun of them. Well, this is odd. It seems like there's more people mocking the movement than there are people in the movement.
Nice. I thought we were about to hear Eric drop the R slur. That's cool.
Does that mean that the movement isn't big enough to mock? Because all I can find here are a few scattered posts. Why doesn't this group have a link for files to be downloaded? Someone posted a link for paperwork. I am searching for that link. Oh my God, you are asking for people to send you shit to be downloaded. Got the link right here, girl. Check out www.nevervaccinate.com. It's got all the info. And reply. And yes, I do in fact own that domain as well. And once again, it does redirect to my merch store. I have a question. I'm looking to become a sovereign citizen. I'm in my 60s and wanted to know if I will still be able to receive Social Security benefits. Nope, we don't want you. I'm speaking on behalf of all sovereign citizens. You can go fuck off and stick to your benefits. And reply. Well, I just saved that bitch's driver's side window. And speaking of savings, today's lesson is brought to you by Albert.
Uh-oh, here comes Albert.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, Albert, what's new?
Oh, everyone at this party is saying the nicest things about me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, okay, so I overheard that guy over there saying how I'm helping him with his finances.
What?
Yeah, apparently he downloaded me into his phone, and then now I go through all of his income and expenses, and every now and then I put a little bit of money aside in his savings account to help him out. Me, I do that.
I know what this is. They're talking about the app, Albert.
This app named Albert?
Yeah, and it's totally free. And anyone can manage their money with Albert. I signed up at albert.com/bigmoney, and they gave me $150. Look, Albert. This Albert has a bank account.
I was nailed with an overdraft fee last week. I hate those.
Oh, well, you're not gonna get overdraft fees with me. Just ask Jerry over there. He said that instead, I will instantly spot you up to $250. I do that. That's me.
That's the Albert app.
I don't know. I think they're talking about me.
No way.
I gotta go.
No.
I'll give it to you. He's got the best ads in the game, but they still don't stop feeling addy to me. Every time, I know everyone's like, "No, Lance, you have to watch the ads are the best part." I'm still like, yeah, but it's an ad.
Citizens and their silly made-up rights, but we've only found like 3 of them online. So where are the rest of them hiding? And why is it on TikTok? Here's hashtag sovereign citizens, and as you can see, we got some bogeys.
You are delaying me, which is a penal code violation in the state of California.
That law only applies to U.S. citizens.
Well, where are you a citizen of?
I am not a U.S. citizen.
Well, see, that's
I am a free inhabitant. I am of the earth. I do not belong to any corporation. I do not belong to any country.
Yeah, but as long as you're in the
free
sovereign states of the United States, you will abide by the rules and laws.
See,
and you have certain protections.
A free inhabitant is they are allowed to. They're free people. They have all of the rights of a U.S. citizen without following any of their laws.
Well, that would just be pure anarchy.
No.
I can't even tell if this is pro-sovereign.
Not actually what anarchy would be, but that's pretty funny.
sovereign citizen. But the comments are, call the police on him and file free citizen's arrest on him. He impeding her travel and is her property.
She hasn't really rehearsed the script, you can tell.
Constitution. Give back your license plate.
Like, I feel like she likes the concept more than she's actually wrapped her head around the whole idea.
Registration of the car, which is your personal property, and be a traveler. I traveled up my boyfriend's butt while reading these comments until I got pulled over at a speed trap and the cop arrested my balls for not having an ID. And everything's legal. Oh, you know what? I know how to find the real sovereign citizens. I just gotta misspell it. Hashtag sovereign citizens and search. Yup, there we go. That's where they're all hiding. I'm the man, I'm the
Bye, Kubi.
Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. Yeah, I don't really want to make fun of this one because it's oddly endearing. Like, how could a cop ever smash her window? What I am gonna do is a duet. Oh, I look good.
That's why he started a TikTok. I just noticed the other day, he was like, you should go check out my TikTok.
I look good.
It was part of the routine.
Hang on, what's this bitch saying? Government funds are not politicians' money, it's our money. Their job is to facilitate it the way we see fit. Oh yeah, no, definitely, that's true. Wait a second, what if we don't have to pay taxes? Sovereign citizens? Try sovereign covidiot. See, that guy tried to make fun of them, but he also spelled it wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna duet this shit too. Oh my god, I look so good. I look so good. And hey, here's some guy using the tenets of sovereign citizenship to just ignore the president.
I just watched a video by a young man and I was very impressed. It says in the Declaration of Independence, and I quote, "Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. I, as an American citizen, would like to formally announce that I revoke my consent to be governed by this president."
Yeah, for some reason, this TikTok is like flypaper for other people just quietly staring into camera.
Sovereign citizens have all the responsibilities of U.S. citizens and other benefits. Oh, you mean, sorry, the opposite way. Yeah, all the benefits and other responsibilities. It sounds like a pretty good deal. So all I have to do is say a couple words out loud in a video and put it on the internet somewhere, and then suddenly I don't have to follow any rules, laws, but I still get to use the roads and everything else. Okay, cool. Sounds great. Oh, and not pay taxes. Not paying taxes is fucking... That's gonna save a lot of money. It's a good thing I figured this out. Man, I'm surprised more people don't do this.
I, as an American citizen, would like to formally announce that I revoke my consent to be governed by this president. Do not tell me what to do.
Like, who would waste their time adding themselves to this nonsense? Oh, you know what? I'm in there too.
Do not tell me what to do. I'm a free man. I'm a citizen. I am not your subject.
And I am banned from TikTok. But that's okay, because I saved the most important video for last. Yes, that's right. This last video is going to make us all feel bad. Because...
I have to find out if that's true. I just followed him last night. How did you throw this together so quickly? Or maybe it's just a punchline. Have you guys checked out my TikTok? It's horrible. Oh, this is a different one. Gen Z News. Okay. No, it would appear it is still live.
Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. I, as an American citizen, would like to formally announce that I revoke my consent to be governed by this president. Do not tell me what to do. I'm a free man. I'm a citizen. I am not your subject. The word...
It's still active.
Approaches these people from a mental health angle.
That's funny, because I could see TikTok taking him down for that.
Oh, we're going to quickly realize that we're the assholes in this situation. Sovereign Citizens Movement, mental health and personality. Yeah, time to feel bad and play.
The Sovereign Citizen Movement is an anti-government ideology that started in the United States and spread to a number of other nations like Australia, Britain,
yeah, I mean, it's
Canada,
a very attractive proposition.
And New Zealand.
How can people not want to do this?
Sometimes sovereign citizens refer to themselves as freemen on the land. The core of their ideology is that no individual can be governed without first providing explicit consent. So essentially, they don't recognize the authority of the government to tell them what to do. They will not accept restrictions on their freedom. To them, every person is a nation.
Now, it's kind of like, that's why I think it starts out as the ANCAP, because ultimately, if it's just like, I just hate government because I have to pay taxes and I don't like them and the government are corrupt and all of this kind of stuff, so I guess I don't believe in government. I don't want to do that. And then it's like, well, but you still want all the benefits. You still want everything else. Okay. So you're not actually about unjust hierarchies. You don't like this one, right? It's not, it's like, you want everything to be in a better form where you just don't have to pay taxes. You can do whatever you want legally, and everything still exists though. Society writ large is still intact.
To themselves.
Oh, that is so sad.
Often they don't pay taxes. They don't get their cars registered. They don't apply for a driver's license. They don't buy automobile insurance. They will not vote.
Sounds safe.
Obtain a marriage license or use zip codes. So I guess they are underrepresented among mail carriers.
Hang on, did he just make fun of them?
They use the term special trust deposit. They refer to the government as a corporation. And they like the term chargeback notice. This one is popular when they are trying to get out of paying a bill.
Oh, no way. Even the mental health video is shitting on these people.
I find this movement to be pretty interesting. Most conspiracy theories don't have an upside to
it's
the
an
person
analysis of
who
it.
believes in them. For example, if someone believes in alien lizard people, they usually don't believe that the lizard humanoids are going to give them money or break them out of jail. It's like the members of this group were thinking, if we're going to make stuff up anyway, we might as well get something out of it.
This was supposed to make you feel bad.
As far as mental health disorders, some are thought to have psychosis, including both hallucinations and delusions, although it is believed that the vast majority are not psychotic. So they probably
just don't want to pay
disorders
taxes.
like schizophrenia or a major mood disorder with psychosis.
All right, so basically fuck these people.
In a sense, this movement provides a convenient way to escape any legal responsibility, although not actually a good way to escape it. But in someone's thinking, they could look at this as the ultimate exception to all laws. Rather than fight each law on its merits, it's easier to simply say, I'm exempt from all legal action. Again, highly convenient to a con artist, but also, I think, something that is tempting for somebody with conspiratorial thoughts.
And you know how we treat people with conspiratorial thoughts, right? I would like to join this group, seriously. My ideal life would just be off the grid. My father is in jail for following this shit. My younger siblings are having a terrible time. It's ruining my family's lives. Oh, wait, now I feel bad again. Yeah, these people are alienating families. That's not cool. Mental health issues like this are sad. I've seen some videos where a sovsik gets pulled over and gets their window smashed. I used to think it was funny to see stupid people get what they deserve, but now I just feel bad for them. Maybe this lesson was a mistake. Maybe I should just stop here and put it on the shelf. They actually have a point. Oh yeah? Which fucking point is that, dipshit? Bless sovereign citizen. Oh yeah, now we're blessing them. Okay. I love the sovereign citizen movement. It's standing up for my constitutional rights if I guess everybody else would rather live in a land where the police can be tyrant skeet, possibly George Floyd would be alive now. If more people would be, sovereign citizens instead of giving tyranny.
Oh yes.
And that's where it ends up, with the stupidest shit you've ever seen in your life. Today's real lesson is all about the dangers of sympathy. Don't get sympathetic, you little fucking pussy. I may not be a sovereign citizen, but I am a Sauvignon citizen. That means I'm full-bodied with a peppery finish, and if a police officer so much as approaches me, there's a 90% chance I'm getting tased. As a Sauvignon citizen, I may not be a member of the United States, but I do have a piece of paper I bought off the internet that identifies me as grown in the Bordeaux region of France, where the night's chill leaves the thinnest layer of frost, perfect for the dark red fruity notes I'm known for. Also, if anyone asks me for my driver's license, I'll spray blood out my eyes like a horned lizard and continue doing whatever it was that requires a driver's license. Nobody can stop me until I've achieved my goal of becoming entirely Sauvignon. The Sauvignon Code says no country, no king, medium-high tannins. And those are words I will defend no matter how many times I need to replace my windows,
return to Sauvignon.
There you go. Because the license plate is just a piece of paper that reads private reserve. One day this country will finally wake up and realize that the government doesn't exist and police aren't allowed to arrest you until you've decanted for at least an hour. Also, as a Sauvignon citizen, my appearance on To Catch a Predator is not legally binding in any way, nor are the forged checks that multiple state counties that I don't recognize are out to get me for without my consent. And post! Well, in conclusion, let's all just appreciate how nice it is to have one common group that we can all make fun of without feeling bad, especially in these divisive times. And to all of you sovereign citizens watching this video right now, don't forget that your taxes are due April 18th. All right. Good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Oh, fuck. Wait a second. Did I just spend 20 minutes rooting for the police? Okay, now I feel bad.
This guy is Democracy Manifesto Cassie. Oh, everyone loves this. This is the, oh, sir, are you trying to touch my penis? Are you reaching for my erect penis? No, soft penis. My soft penis. It turns out this individual, by the way, if you don't know the lore, apparently is a chess master who didn't believe that he has to pay for meals.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down and
What was my crime? Eating a succulent Chinese dinner?
We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Big Room says, I like your YouTube content, but I always forget about the second channel. That's the primary channel. Everyone, youtube.com/theserfstv. Go there, subscribe right now. Right as you're listening to this, right now. Go there, subscribe, watch the documentaries. There's long-form surf stuff. You know, if I wasn't a streamer and I was like a really untalented H-bomber guy, that's what you get. So go watch, yeah. Oh, go, you'll love it. Go, youtube.com/theserfstv. Filled with original content, skits even, songs, dances, everything. Everything in there. It's all mediocre, but it's more mediocre lands in your eardrums. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to conduct many a human sacrifices in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble yet incompetent jesters, trying in vain to bring some levity into your life. To our Lord Trevor R., we give you thanks for this meager plot of land for us to toil away our pathetic existence. To our brave knights, Carl Wauer, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruben Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Nate, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tal, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We salute our mighty heroes off to conquest some bread in some far-off land.